The refugee crisis is changing the summer tourist scene on Turkey's coast. Visitors are trying to catch the last rays of summer sunshine, and refugees are there trying to find sanctuary. CCTV's Natalie Carney joins us live now to explain. Natalie.
It is a very strange scene, Susan, when you put in the element of the tourists that do flock to this resort town. We had a very interesting experience only a few days ago. The journey is harrowing. Well, it's only 4 kilometers from this very shore over to the Greek island of Kos. It's a very risky journey, particularly if you add these high winds into the equation.
Thousands of tourists flock to the Aegean beach town of Bodrum in Turkey each summer. Recently, so have thousands of refugees. But they don't want to stay. They have something much bigger in mind: Europe by way of Greece. Migrant Junaid has just arrived on a bus from Istanbul.
How are you getting to Greece?
There's only one way to get both, nothing else. If we are fall down, we are no more. So, in Pakistan, what is this? If we are going to a bazaar, if we are going to a market, then suddenly a bomb blast. What will be happen? So it's better that we are go to outside. If we are success, then it will be okay. If we are cannot success, then everybody is come to die.
The Greek island of Kos may only be 4 kilometers off Bodrum's most southern coast, but the journey has incredible risks.
3 o'clock in the morning, we're down here on one of the beaches in Bodrum, and we've just seen a little dinghy head off. There's about 10 people on board. We asked them where they were going, and they said to Greece.
Their dinghy circles as those on board struggle to keep the overcrowded boat on course. Moments later, the Turkish Coast Guard arrives, and they are brought back to shore. They are the lucky ones. Syrians will be allowed to stay in Turkey, but all other nationalities will be deported back to their home country.
These passages to Europe are happening all day and all night. We've just witnessed another small dinghy with some on board make their way across Turkish waters and into Greek waters. However, that boat has since disappeared. Zooming in with the camera, we were then able to see that there were some men in the water waving their arms. We have since called the Turkish and the Greek Coast Guards, who will hopefully be able to come in and save their lives.
Families enjoy what's left of the summer sun on the beach, while a mere 1.5 kilometers out at sea, refugees fight death.
Bana göre yanlış olan bir şey var. Ülkelerini terk etmelerindeki yanlış şu.
Yeah, I see them. Most of them are young people. But in my opinion, they shouldn't run away. They should protect their homeland. When I see them, I just feel sad for them.
A crowd begins to gather on shore. 30 minutes later, a small Greek Coast Guard vessel approaches the area, and the men are saved from near death. Bodies have washed up on this beach and others along the Aegean coast. According to the UNHCR, roughly 600 people enter Greece daily, compared to just about 100 a day last year. The pressure has been mounting on Turkey.
We cannot really isolate the conditions of the refugees from the domestic, political, social, and economic difficulties that Turkey itself is facing recently. So that is why we see a growing number of people day by day trying to leave Turkey to go to Greece in the first place, taking all kinds of risks.
A sign hangs between 2 trees overlooking the beach, which reads "Shame on humanity." Residents are fed up with the tragedies they're seeing daily, as thousands escaping war, persecution, and economic disparity take on new dangers and a chance for a new life.
Natalie, some people have criticized Turkey for not doing enough to stop the refugees from leaving. Is Turkey doing enough?
Well, Greece, for one, is one country that has a very loud voice and a very loud opinion in that matter, saying that they aren't doing very much to stop this passage. This particular beach is very well known for being a launching pad over to Kos, and still boats continue to make the passage despite police and authorities very well knowing that. About half a kilometer behind me, though, there is police patrols. There has been an uptake of police patrols of the beaches and on the streets to try to stop cars coming to the area that could hold refugees and migrants. All of this after the young body of Aylan Kurdi washed ashore on this beach. However, as Professor Kaya mentioned in that piece, Turkey itself has a lot of domestic issues to deal with. Turkey is also already home to some 2 million Syrian refugees, but it has a very slowing economy. The lira, the currency here, has hit an all-time low against the dollar. There's huge civil clashes going on in the east of the country, with many people fearing the country could erupt into its own civil war. So Turkey has a lot to contend to. So I think it's very fair in saying that while it wants to try to control the situation, Turkey itself can't bear the brunt of all these people being on their shores.